Check it out, guys. Today's Tool Review Tuesday is reaching new levels. Let's get this review started. Roll the intro. Alright, check it out, guys. Today's tool I'm going to be reviewing has an amazing review on the Home Depot website. 4.8 stars with, I have to look it up, 858 people reviewing it. People are saying that it's sturdy, they can't imagine life without it, win-win-win, and it's the most stable step ladder they've ever used. So right here it says this is equivalent to a 6-foot ladder, assuming that a 5'6" person with a vertical 12-inch reach. In my intro you see me set this up next to my basketball hoop, which is just under 10 feet. But I am 6'3", so I can easily reach that. Let me just show you again. Alright, so my eye level is probably really close to 10 feet since this is like 3 inches less and it's pointing it slightly down. So that might give you a reference if you're standing on the podium with somebody that's a little over 6 foot tall, how high they're going to reach. I'll show you some more examples in a minute. I want to go over the specs of the ladder right now. I brought my tape measure because I know you're going to want to see some real-time measurements of this. I think there's been a little bit of confusion. Some of the people on the reviews are wondering exactly what the height is, so I'm going to clarify all that for you. So hang on a second. I'm going to take these advertisements off on the ladder, but before I do, I think you might want to just see some of the highlights of it. What's cool about this podium right here is that it gives you 360 degrees of access, so you can turn around in a complete circle. So it's a large platform for comfortable standing. It has a wraparound guardrail for security. You can see that guardrail that goes around there. So if you'd like to see another video besides mine, you can check out the Werner video right here. I will put a link to this down below. You can just click on. This is a Type 1A ladder. So as you can see right here, it shows a 300-pound load capacity. That's what that means. Some other features to point out, it has fully braced steps, built-in toe guard, which is this right up here that I'll show you, that's on the podium itself, so you don't slide over the end. And then it's ideal for fixed height. So let's say you're working on your ceiling, doing some painting like the trim work up there, the ceiling cove. This is going to be excellent for that. Also right here, non-conductive side rails for working near electricity. That's the beauty of fiberglass. And it's lightweight too, and it's strong. And here's the model PD1A04. You know, nobody ever mentioned this, but it actually works as a pretty decent seat if you need to take a rest for a minute. Okay, so let's take 30 seconds to see a close-up of all parts of the ladder. So I'm hoping by giving you the measurements, this is going to help clarify what some of you guys have been wondering, what the exact measurement is, so you can see it right now to the platform. And what I'm going to do is just kind of give you the really close measurement. So yeah, right there it's 46 or just slightly over. And then the distance to the very top is approximately 81 inches. The measurement from the podium platform right there to the top of the rail, 35 inches. And give you the overall length of the ladder itself folded up is approximately 86 inches. So now let's go to the top of the ladder. I'll show you some parts of the holster top guardrail. Okay, here's a couple holes for storing your screwdrivers. I like this magnet that's built into the tray. Check out the holding power it has for miscellaneous parts like screws and bolts. And then there's a nice sunken storage tray here in the middle of the guardrail. And to the far right here is some storage for your drill and even a slot for a carpenter square. If you guys have ever been to like a marching band performance, A lot of times you see the conductors using something like this. You know, this would actually be a good ladder too, like for the basketball players when they're going up to cut the nets after winning a championship game. So the last thing I want to do is just kind of show you some contrast of this ladder right here against my garage. This is an 8-foot garage door. So just so you can see, like if you're working on something, the height. So this is, let me get the height for you. So the bottom of this white right here, that's 8 foot 1 inch, 10 foot for me. You can see my hand right up there, that's 10 foot. So if I needed to reach something that's 10 foot, I could easily do that and work on it. So as they mentioned, the 360 degree, that's how that works right there. One of the thoughts came to mind as I'm reviewing this ladder here is if it's solely intended for just standing on that platform. Well, over here I have this light right here. I installed those and upgraded them a couple years ago. And if I wanted to work on those and stand on the platform, I'd probably be hunching down quite a bit to get to them. So let's move over here a second. So if I wanted to work on this light right here, I could easily put the ladder alongside of it and kind of just twist my body standing on one of the lower steps. Let me show you. So this is definitely a possibility. I'm on the second step and I can get right to those right there pretty easy. You know, I really thought that guardrail would get in the way, but for this situation right here, I could easily stand right there, get to my stuff, set it in that work tray. If you check the link that I put down below for this ladder on the Home Depot website, you'll probably see some other features talking about like the nice feet that are on here, nice stable feet. I'll just give you a look at those. They have a nice wide base. See how they kind of flare out right there? Definitely liking that. So if you're a painter and you're considering this ladder right here for getting up to the ceiling and cutting in on either an 8 or 10 foot ceiling, let's see what that looks like. If I'm cutting in an 8 foot ceiling right here, I definitely have to stand 2 rungs lower than the Podium platform. And if I'm cutting a 10 foot ceiling, if I'm standing on this platform, well, I can just get right up there, like right nose to the corner. Really easy to see what you're doing. This would really work well for a 10 foot ceiling. At this point, I think I covered just about everything except the weight of the ladder. I don't know that right offhand. I will put that number right down below right here so you can see. It looks like it's a pretty big, like they actually describe it as a robust ladder. When you look at the size of the ladder, it's really not quite as heavy as you're probably thinking it's going to be. So to move it around, it's really not that bad. It's very versatile. So if you're going around trimming a house or painting a house, I think you're going to like it. Yeah, I like this holster top up here. I just call it like a mini work center because it really can hold several things up there that you need. So if I left anything out that you want to know about it, please put a question down below. I'll be happy to answer. So my goal of this video is to help you guys out by showing you all the details of this ladder. So in case you're thinking about making the purchase of it, hopefully I've been able to show you whether or not this is right for you. If I've covered this video and made it interesting and informative, please give the video a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.